Could you use a quick tip daily? How about a tip that can impact your day? My name is Raphael. Join me as I bring you tips by experts around the world. These experts have shared their knowledge and wisdom with me and will directly share them with you. Make sure to subscribe, like, follow, and comment, and I would love for you to become part of the New Tip Daily community. Good morning. Happy Monday. So today I want to talk to you on New Tip Daily, episode 191. Let me confirm, is that correct? What are we getting in the right place? Oh my goodness. Yes, it's August 21st, and it is, no, it's not. Or is it? It is. It's August 21st. And this is episode 121. Sometimes writing things down makes a huge difference because you'll know where you are, where you're supposed to be. And today I want to talk to you about commuting. So I am a little late. I know, like 4 minutes, and it's because of I had to commute this morning and things come up. But here's the thing, when you have a scheduled commute, let's say you catch a train and you catch it every day at a certain time, or you get in your car and you buckle up and you get ready. What is your day looking like the minute you start to commute? Have you we plan so many different things. Do we even plan our commute? What are we going to do during our commute? What can we facilitate to help us have a great day? What if you decide you want to read a book, or you're going to work on your presentation, or you're going to work on your meeting, or you're going to work on a subject matter that you need to take care of? Or what if you're going to listen because you're driving, you can't read, but if you're on a train, public transportation, you could read, maybe, unless it's crowded and it's all over the place, so you may have to put some earbuds on. But planning on what you're doing on your commute, if you're commuting, I don't know, more than 10 minutes in one direction and 10 minutes in the other, anything longer than that, you should start to employ what we're going to be doing during that time. Why is it important to understand that our time is super valuable? Anytime we're commuting, good morning, Mandy. Thank you so much for joining me. So when we commute, listen, one of my businesses is literally 7 minutes away from my house. Can you believe during that time, I plan on what I'm doing? For 7 minutes, I may put on instructional information. I may decide that I want to listen to the news because that's the only time I will listen to it. About 5 minutes, I get all the news from all over the world. And so I make my commute, when it's a short commute, like 7 minutes. Maybe if there's a little traffic, it could be 9. When we understand that our commute can be part of our growth, I call my car University on Wheels, because I will put either audiobooks, I will, because I can listen to them. I go to YouTube. There's tons of audiobooks that you can even download and just put them on your phone, right? And then connect to your phone to your car. If you have a car that can do that, if not, buy a device that you can do that with. For me, it's always about learning, understanding, even motivational, right? Let's say you feel like, oh man, it's going to be a tough day. Put on a motivational video. You can put it on your phone. You don't have to look at it because you are driving, but you can listen to it, right? It's motivational after all. So the words are the ones that you're going to listen to. And then, or even meditate. Well, actively meditate. You don't want to close your eyes when you're driving, but you do want to be engaged with what's going on. You want to be present, and you want to be present in your body, present in your driving abilities, making sure nobody cuts you off, making sure to stop, all this stuff. So, yes, managing your time is totally key. Thank you, Mandy, for that. One of the things that we always need to consider is, what are we doing? Is our commute something we dread? And it could be. You're going to have traffic. Maybe if you're in public transportation, you got to deal with all these different people who you don't know. Some are rude, some are nasty, some are just, they bump into you all the time. But can we make it different? How can we make our commute be productive? I've seen it when I used to go into the city when in my younger years. Every day I used to commute, and the trains were packed. I used to take the public transportation. I used to take the F train. Other times I used to take the J train, depend where I live. I used to take the Long Island Railroad. At one of my jobs, when I was very young, I think I was 18, I used to take a train and 3 buses to get to work. So it used to take me about an hour and 45 minutes to get to work. And why did I go to that job? Because it was an opportunity. It was an opportunity to move to my next phase. And it was an opportunity that I could not give up. So about an hour and 45 minutes one way, and probably 2 hours the other way, sometimes 2.5. Depended on what train I caught, what bus I caught, or if the bus didn't come. So I always left super early. I was supposed to be at work at 8:30. And I used to live in Brooklyn, and I used to work out in Long Island. And for me, it was always, thank you, Mandy, you too. It's always let God be part of your life. Absolutely. Absolutely. Thank you for being here with me, Mandy. One of the things that we always have to consider is, I had to change trains, three buses, 3 different buses. That means I had to wait, get off the bus, run to get the other bus. So I had a route I needed to understand how to go by it, because the bus only went to a certain part. Then I had to take a different bus to go maybe a different direction. But I got there. And during that time, I read. Even if I was standing, I would have a book with me and I would read it, holding on with one hand, briefcase strapped around my shoulder, and reading my book. And for me, that, I got to tell you, that was the best, because I always was able to build upon myself. And I didn't see it as, oh, I got to take this train. I got to go to work. I got to deal with people. No, I saw it differently than probably most of the people that rode with me back then. And this is at 18 years old. I understood that my time was extremely valuable. So I made it worth my while. I didn't say, I have to take the train. No, I get to take the train. I am blessed that there's even a train, that there's a bus, maybe another bus and another bus. I am so lucky that someone put this route so that I can get to this particular job when I was 18 years old. Later on, I got a different job in that I used to only have to take one train, and that was an hour-long train. And there, I was lucky if I ever got a seat. And many times I gave up my seat for someone who needed it more than me. I was strong enough that I didn't have to seat because, hey, maybe it was more comfortable. But if I saw somebody who could use the seat more than me, they deserved the seat. I was just fortunate to be able to be on that train. And even then, even if I was standing, once again, I was reading, I was listening. Back then, it was a Walkman, right? Back in the days, I would listen to, believe it or not, I used to listen to sales tapes because for me, sales is everything. We sell ourselves every day. So a lot of times I'm listening to how to sell better, how to be a better person, how to invest, how to do all these different things. So for me, anytime I'm traveling, it is university on wheels. Anytime I've been on an airplane, and in September, I'm going to be on 6 different airplanes that I'm going to be traveling, doing some speaking, moving on, mastermind speaking, another place I'm speaking. So while I am getting there, one of my travel trips is going to be about 8 hours. I'm going to use those 8 hours. Most people, once they get a seat, they go to sleep, which is fine. Listen, if you need to sleep, it's fine. But for me, I need to be mentally active. I need to be engaged with me, with my learning. Don't get me wrong, if somebody's sitting next to me and they strike up a really good conversation, I will engage in that conversation because they'll teach me something. That's what I mean about a conversation. It's a, a give and take. I will impact some knowledge on them and then they impact knowledge on me. If it's a one-way situation, I'm gonna be very polite about it. I'm say, oh, by the way, I need to read this book. Oh, what book are you reading? So now we get into a conversation. But if they are not engaging, I don't need to have a conversation with them. I'm going to be very polite. I'm going to put my earbuds on and move on. So for me, it's always about being engaged in everything that I'm going to be doing. Whatever it is, my day is going to be filled with growth every day, even my commute. What do you do in your commute? Even if it's a short commute, I just told you what I do. It's my 7 minute commute. I will put on an audio podcast. I'll put on a podcast, something that interests me. Maybe I have somebody that I'm going to be listening to because they're going to be on my show, one of my shows. So I want to know them a little bit. So I'll listen to a previous podcast they've been on. So I get to know them a little bit, just a tiny bit, because I really want to dive into who they are on my podcasts. So thank you so much for being here with me. I really appreciate you. Do me a favor. If you do like the show, if you have anything that has ever touched you as far as a tip, so my tip for today is make your commute enjoyable because it's about you. It's not about the commute. That's my tip for today. Make it pleasant. Enjoy every minute because you never know when is your last minute. Thank you so much. Please like, subscribe, and share these videos and tips with your friends, family, colleagues, and loved ones. Thank you so much. I look forward to seeing you tomorrow where I share another great tip with you. Thank you so much. Have an incredible rest of your day. Bye bye.